Hello, friends. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm your friend Ritesh Vadhwani. Let's talk about my photography journey for the past 1 year. So, I had a midlife career crisis where I did not enjoy my corporate 9 to 5 job anymore in the banking industry, and I wanted to do something that I was passionate about, and photography uh, interested me a lot. I didn't realize I was taking a lot of photos all the while, but never thought that that would be a career option for me. So I was looking for a new mobile phone to upgrade, and that's when I started researching about different mobile phones. I was watching a lot of comparison videos between an iPhone, Samsung, between Google Pixel phone, and then I accidentally came across a video where phones camera features were compared with a digital camera, and that's when I understood from that video that uh, camera phones, digital cameras are far better and have far more flexibility, far more options, and many things to do using a digital camera. And that's when I started learning about different lenses, and the journey went on. And I, instead of searching for a mobile, I stopped searching for a mobile and I started searching for cameras, digital cameras, and lenses, and started studying everything in depth. And almost after a month of studying about digital cameras, different brands, be it Canon, Sony, Nikon, where they are made, what is the quality, what is the difference between them, what is mirrorless camera, what is DSLR camera, and which lens is used for which photography, learning different genres of photography. And after a month, I finally bought a Canon R8 camera last year. This the same camera that we are recording on right now. And even after buying the camera, I did tie up with a local photographer here who's very popular, who's been uh, doing photography since almost 8 years now, and he's an event photographer. So I did a couple of events with him. Uh, but however, I was quite occupied with my job, and uh, photography was uh, during the weekends, and at times uh, I didn't touch the camera for months. So when you say that you can do it as a start it as part time, but it's very difficult to study part time photography and practice part time photography. And I was still very confused initially about which genre to uh, continue in photography. Like, I was at times interested in wildlife photography, at times street photography, at times um, portraits, fashion. So there was a lot of confusion. I did uh, a couple of online workshops, and most of them just said that you need to practice every day. So take pictures every day. So now, what kind of pictures should I take every day? Sometimes I'm taking random pictures. I was at times clicking a flower pot. At times I was clicking landscapes, mountains. At times I was taking pictures of kids. At times I was taking pictures of food in a restaurant. At times I was uh, taking pictures of family and friends. So everything was very random. I couldn't create my own portfolio out of it. I couldn't post anything. Even if I posted something on Instagram, there wasn't much of a response because all photos were from different genres, different categories. Uh, and I didn't understand how to monetize my work, how to make a career out of it, how to earn out of it. Um, so later on, I did finally quit my job and I joined Pixel Village as an intern for 3 months, and I got to learn a lot over there. I got direct access to a lot of equipment, uh, which I would have probably never managed on my own with any other studio. So, be it lighting, cameras, lenses, uh, mics, all sort of cameras and accessories, and studio structures. Everything was simply brilliant. And the best part was working with Radhakrishnan sir. His knowledge of photography for the past 30 years gives you a lot of insight into uh, how different genres of photography work, and how does he's a god of details. So um, how important is details in photography. So I did learn a lot from him, and I could also, in those 3 months, uh, decide and choose a genre for myself, which is I picked kids photography as a career option, and I also learned a lot of editing, photo editing and video editing a bit, but mainly photo editing. I learned a lot over there. I worked on uh, Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. Uh, so starting from scratch, where it was very intimidating when I first joined, and the initial few days were they scared me quite a lot. I thought that there's too much to learn in this, and I'll I need a lot of time, maybe a few couple of years to learn photography, and that's not viable for me at the moment. At the age of 40, I can't just suddenly start learning photography, and I can't afford to give it a year or two to learn everything. But I think I was underestimating what I can learn in 3 months of time. So maybe not in a day everything can be learned, but yes, definitely 3 months time can, if you put in an effort to learn every day something new, something different, be it on the field or in the studio, outdoor shoots or indoor, uh, working with models or with subjects, products. I did get to learn a lot, and even though I was not able to grasp everything in a day, and many days went by where I didn't understand anything what was happening, and then there were days like suddenly as if some epiphany struck and I started understanding everything. Uh, Everything started making sense, and also I did kept using watching a lot of YouTube videos about camera and accessories, reviews of different products, and also tutorials on photography, videography. Also, I started uh, browsing a lot of other artists and their work on Instagram, on Behance. Uh, so it's been almost a year now that I'm into photography. Initially, doing it as a side hustle, learning it, uh, and now doing it full time. I so now I do kids photography, uh, right from newborn babies to teenagers. So most of the shoots don't happen in studios because kids don't enjoy the kids are not comfortable in the studio environment. Uh, they rather, I mean, they get bored of it, and uh, maybe like taking pictures, posing for a long period, or just being indoors, sitting and posing to a camera is very boring for them. So they enjoy outdoor shoots a lot, or in parties, and uh, surrounded by other kids, surrounded by some. You just hand over some sports gadget to them and sports equipments, and they are comfortable in those. They enjoy playing those playing sports. So catching them in action, catching them in their element is far better than forcing them into shooting in a studio. So for uh, newborn babies, it's usually at home that we shoot, and my wife also joins me during the shoot, and together we manage to take a lot of good pictures. And so the journey was initially, each genre of photography is quite different. So the first thing that you need to uh, decide when you're entering photography is the genre. Before you buy a camera and lenses, uh, first decide what genre of photography do you want to get into. I mean, you can take these days. You can take good photos even with camera phones. Using, I mean, not just the phone. You will have to use uh, the lighting sources also, and you can take good pictures. But you first need to decide your genre of photography that you want to get into, because each genre is very different from the other. Uh, like fashion photography will be very different from product photography, from wildlife photography, from photojournalism. So each one of them is completely different, and it requires completely different set of skill sets, and different set of attention to detail, and different set of interest, and different set of skill sets. So, and also taking post taking pictures, you need to be very good at editing pictures as well. So these days, uh, you would find at events people are taking photos with cameras as well as camera phones. So both will give, many times you would see both the digital camera and mobile phone camera giving similar quality of pictures because they are neutral pictures. So to make it appealing to your client, or to uh, what was on your mindset while you took the picture, to get to that level, the systems and the presets in the camera and on the phones, those presets don't know what kind of image you are looking at. So you need to edit the photos and bring them to the right color balance, to the right mood, to the right tones that you had initially thought of, to making changes to the backgrounds. So it should meet your imagination as a photographer. So for that, learning photo editing is very important. So there are paid tools for it, and there are some free tools also that you can use. There are tools on your mobile phone, there are tools for computers. So uh, that's very important to learn. Otherwise, your photos are just like a snap. So learning editing, and editing also teaches you a lot about lights and colors and color balances, and uh, like basically editing is your creation where you create a photo, not just you clicking a picture. So in the next video we will start learning photography, about cameras, about lights, about editing photos. So coming up soon. So uh, do subscribe to the channel, and uh, the next video would be on soon. Bye for now.